Welcome to the Kane and Reloaded show. This your boy 305 Kane.
This your boy DJ Reloaded.
And before we get started tonight, we need y'all to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get notified whenever we go live. Make sure you hit that share button and let your friends and family know about the Kane and Reloaded show because you love us, you want to share us, and you want everybody else to love us too. So make sure you hit that subscribe, like, and share button.
Yes,
But
sir.
before we get started tonight, Mr. DJ Reloaded has some shout outs he want to put out there in the atmosphere.
I definitely want to start off saying shout out to my homie Goldie for coming through with the face mask. I love it. I've been rocking it for a couple weeks now. I love the design on it. Inspirational. It's about love and inspiring. So I had to cop it. I definitely put a link on the Facebook page. Also want to give a shout out to my fam, Shay, for launching her company as well. So we definitely doing things as people I know. Again, I'm gonna give people shout outs as I go. Shay product is called Royal Grind. I'm definitely supporting them, back them up. Bought 2 shirts today. Hopefully they come in soon so I can rock them on the show. It's all about showing love and shouting out people and letting people know that, hey man, we really rocking with people and we really gonna support people. I bought 2 of these face masks, 2 shirts. So again, if you got something, let me see it. I'm gonna definitely support, rock it, and push it.
Facts. And that's what we try to push on here, the support, the unity, the growth in everybody. And, we look to be there to give you that helping hand in any way possible that we can. And with that being said, shout out to all of y'all out there that's reaching out to the Kane and Reloaded show and getting a little bit of that support from us. Shout out to y'all for extending that hand, because if you don't let a person know you need some support, how they gonna know to support you?
Facts.
So now let's jump into the topic of the night. Topic of the night is out there in Michigan. We had some protesters, some armed, storm the Capitol building because they wanted to get some things understood that they ain't going for it. So DJ Reloaded, how you feel about it?
I don't blame them. There's so many different stories out here that's going on in the world about what's going on. You have a lot of people upset. You have a lot of people frustrated. You got a lot of people worrying about their businesses and how they're going to get it off the ground once everything go back to normal, if there is a such thing of going back to normal. So, they stormed the Capitol building, letting the governor know that, hey, yo, you need to back off with some of the lockdown. It's going to get worse if you really ask me. Because financially, I don't think people going to a lot of business ain't going to recover from this. They're protesting right now in California as well. So it's not just Michigan. People are being fed up. People are being fed up. And quite frankly, people don't want to feel like their constitutional rights is being taken from them.
That's fact.
I mean, let's just face it. Let's be honest, right? The average American don't trust the government. And this is what it's boiling down to. People are being fed up, and people are being upset because, one, with this virus going around, there's not really it's not much information. We just know that people are getting it and people are dying, and a lot of people are thinking it's a hoax. It's a lot going on behind the scenes that I really want to dive into. Can't be like we can't do it reloaded, but at the end of the day, it's a lot of tension that's going on. Look, I mean, meat markets are shutting down. And that's big. I mean, because it may get to a point where, and again, I'm not trying to push fear or anything like that, where you go to the store and there's really no meat in the stores no more. So I mean, things are getting serious. And at the same time, they're reopening certain businesses in certain cities.
Right.
And with there's no real end to this, what's going on, how can we just open up cities and businesses? So it's a lot of confusion going on. You know, anytime they say it's confusion, it's not of God.
Mm-hmm.
Not of God. God is
Not
not
a
a
God.
God of confusion.
Where there's confusion, there's chaos. And right now, if you just look at a lot of things that's going on, if you was just pay attention to, you can't even go into gun stores and buy guns anymore. They don't even they don't even have certain guns on the shelves no more.
Right.
Like, you know, certain ARs. I know you can't find a Glock nowhere, you know, and that's all because not only are the small business shut down, but you have businesses that, like the Glock store, they close. Like the Glock factory here in Swanee, Georgia, closed because, you know, this virus is deeper than what a lot of people really realize. It's a bigger agenda out there that a lot of people see trying to come. Now, like DJ Reloaded say, we try not to get too deep into that subject on here because, for one, we're a small channel and YouTube is already against that. So if we was to, you know, really speak on stuff, we'll really get our channel hidden and we ain't even made it nowhere yet. So we try to stay out of that realm of getting deep with that stuff. But my advice to people is pay attention to what's really going on. The news and everything, that's okay to get information from sometimes. But just like you knew before this whole virus hit, the news don't do nothing but tell you a bunch of lies and tell you and feed you a bunch of information on what the masses would say. Every other week when the virus came out, it was a different situation. They didn't know about this. It was people was getting it this way. These many people was getting it. Only if you was a baby and you was over this amount of age. If you was this, they don't know. They don't know. Because from what I have dug into, this virus was to attack people. Okay, whether people want to believe it or not, it was to attack people. And with this virus being able to attack people, it's hurting the economy to like what this comment just came up with. DJ Reloaded had it. Look at us. But like look at this. You know, these are the main way that us as a community, we need those things to survive. 2 million chickens killed because, you know, that right there, it only show you that it's a bigger agenda that could pop off when you have, if you listen to why those people was protesting and you listen to what they're saying, if you listen to them saying that, hey, you know, everybody has to be checked before we let the society back to normal. But what does that require? What does that require from the people for everybody to be checked? For everybody, how would you know that? That means it has to be ways and things that's implemented to track you. And guess what? Now we start breaking into your constitutional rights and things like that. But it is easier to break into those things if I put fear in you. So pay attention.
And I mean, like you said again, I mean, to the comment, nobody but me. I was talking to one of my close friends on my way home, and we were talking about how they're killing cows and pouring out milk, chickens being killed, and they don't have any way to get food out. They're shutting down factories. The butchers ain't even working right now. So basically, what we were talking about, as far as if you ain't got a deep freezer, go get one. Start stockpiling on your meats. Start stockpiling on your proteins, because this is in a couple more months, it's gonna hit the fan.
It's deeper than what you think.
It's gonna hit the fan, because when there's a phantom and they got food but they can't put it out because factories are shutting down, the unions are saying that the workers need more money, and they're not willing to pay. I'm telling you, fam, like, we just being honest, right? We don't, like I said, we don't even want to go deep into the situation that's going on, but it has the chance to get potentially worse before it get better. The reason they sending everybody back to work is because they don't want to give everybody that stimulus anymore. They'd rather, hey, take a risk, roll the dice.
Right.
I mean, hell, just 2 weeks ago, black people was catching it.
At an alarming rate.
Hey, basically they were saying we was catching it as soon as we walked out the door. But now you open up the barbers, the shops, the salon shops. You open up a lot of places where we do business. I'm just all I'm saying. I'm gonna leave it at that. And then I'm gonna leave it at that. But then everybody getting, the comment that Trump said they was good people. That's what everybody's want to put the main focus on. Oh, look at him saying that they're good people. They had armed. They was armed and they stormed the Capitol building. This ain't the first time that they protest and shut something down in Michigan. Them folks in Michigan ain't playing. And again, you look at California. California ain't playing. They want to shut the beach down. They're gonna protest on the beach to let the governor know, yo, we're not going nowhere. It's getting serious.
And guess what? It's a lot of people waking up and understanding the situation, and it's a lot of deep stuff going on that you can easily find information on these things. And you know what? For our subscribers and for people out there that want a little bit of more information, man, y'all go check out Young Pharaoh channel. Go look at Young Pharaoh and watch his past couple videos for the last month or so. And he will open your eyes on a lot of this situation. Things we can't talk about, he's telling you everything. Go and follow that man and go get you some information.
And if you go to Young Pharaoh from our reference, please let young Pharaoh know that the Kane Reloaded show shot him out, because Pharaoh does give a lot of great information. A lot of things that we want to dive real deep into about this situation. He's putting it out there. He's even got scientists, doctors, everybody coming on his show and really dropping real great content. So please check them out.
And when you get there, make sure you hit his comment section and tell them the Kane and Reloaded show sent you there.
So, people got to realize at the end of the day, this ain't going nowhere. Even though they're talking about reopening, tell me what changed a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Especially when they say vaccines ain't gonna be ready till next year, January.
I'm hearing 2 years out. So I'm not talking about next year. I'm talking about another year. So because you still got to give it to the military personnel, and you still got to give it to your congressmen, your Senate, your presidents. A lot of people got to get it before we get it. So, which I'm not taking one anyways, but that's on a whole different conversation. People are protesting for a reason. So please, people, don't look at these people like they're fools. Don't look at these people like they're just white people that just got guns and just want to storm a building. Understand the message behind it. People do not want their freedom, walked upon and being pushed in every angle. Because once a person start pushing somebody and realize they can get away with it, you know what's going to happen the next day? I'm going to push a little more.
Right.
And I'm going to push a little more. So it's look at it.
Yeah. And what I can say to compliment what DJ Reloaded just said, and I'm going to talk to my people, and if anybody get offended of me talking to my people, hey, that's your problem. But at the end of the day, my people need to learn how to get over that fear, and we need to unify the same dang on way, and not even fight against those same people. We need to unify and be standing alongside those people, because they're not just talking about their rights and what they don't. That applies to you too. So all this fear of, oh, I'm black and I can't be doing stuff like that, we got to get rid of that, man. And we got to unify, and we got to stand up and say, look, we ain't taking that either. We're going to stand behind everybody. This is what we're going to stand with the masses of, we ain't finna go for it. And we can stand with each other over a color of a rag. Why we can't stand with each other over our future, our lives, our kids' lives? We sit around and we'll hold down the block. So let's hold down our community the same way. Let's put them rags together, or and let's hold hands and let's say, look, none of us gonna stand for this. When we get done with this, we'll get back to beefing with each other. But for right now, let's stand together and hold hands. And I ain't just talking to gang members, I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to everybody, hold hands. We can hold down our block. You want to hold down your house? Well, guess what? You won't have a house to hold down if you don't unify with everybody.
I'm gonna tell you right now because like I know a lot of people who have who's entrepreneurs. My barber, she's dope. She does she comes through and get me a cut. They're talking about reopening her shop, but they're hurting financially. A dude Glenn who owns a boxing gym. Since the mall been shut, he ain't been making money like that as far as with his business. So you have to understand people are suffering. And if we don't take some action and speak up and lend a voice to something, 2053, when they said that Black network supposed to hit zero, it's going to be a reality. They're talking about increasing emission tests, to get your license plate renewed, food at the grocery stores. They're talking about tax increases and all this while the country is suffering. I mean, again, trust me, if there's a 38% tax increase on homeowners, trust me, if you're a renter, you're gonna feel that too.
Yeah, everybody gonna feel it. Everybody, and that's what, like I was just saying, if we don't put our feet on the ground and say, look, we ain't standing for it. We ain't, we ain't got to go and try to start a war with anybody, but we don't have to stand for anything either.
Facts. I mean, it's just so crazy because I'm thinking about what we're going through. It just blowing my mind because I didn't think that something like this would happen and could potentially cripple the economy.
Potentially, it's already crippled the economy.
I mean, come on, man, don't do me like that, baby.
Nah, the economy crippled. You know what I mean? Like you said, it's so many businesses, even when they do reopen, won't have nowhere to reopen to, and reason being is because the business flow not going to be the same. Because if you have certain businesses, you're not going to be able to have everybody in and the same. People not going to want to go and be around people. It's a lot of situations where it's going to be hard for people to gain that revenue back.
Facts. I mean, like I sent you a text message yesterday about the national debt, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're way over what our debt is supposed to be in this country, and again, these people are protesting and trying to get back to work, make a living, live a normal life, take care of their family, raise their kids, and with things slowly opening up. And like you just said, just to piggyback on what you just said and combined it, how can you get back to normal when it's a good chance if you do open up, people ain't going into restaurants, people ain't going into the movie theater, AMC. It's a good night for them. They might well start beefing with Universal. Because I'm not going into the movie theater. If I go to the movie theater, one or two people get the coffee. I don't want the popcorn. I don't want the soda. I paid for. I don't want that. Hey, so it's the way that we thought about and think about life in general. It has changed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. So we don't bash these people with the protest. Try to understand why they protest. Try to visualize what they're saying, because it's a good chance that you may realize that, hey man, they ain't wrong. And with them having guns, they ain't nothing but a scare tactic to say, yo, they ain't have to come. That's their constitutional right.
Facts. And the only thing I disagree with what you just said is don't try. You might need to pay attention. Don't just try. take time and really pay attention, because it's deeper than you think. And I was talking to DJ Reloaded offline the other day, and I was telling him about a conversation I had with a family member and a friend. You know, it's a lot of people that just follow the program. And when you follow the program, you get put in situations where your government end up controlling you. Okay. And that's how they control you, by you just following that program. And I'm talking to this person and I'm trying to tell them the facts about the situation, and they tell me what they heard on the news. But then when I ask them, do they really know? They don't know. They just going by what the news said. Like, people got to get out here and really find out what's going on, and just stop going along with the program. In Michigan, they're not going along with the program.
It's not just that we go along with the program. We allow fear to hold us back in our communities. I was just talking to my mom about the situation and what we're talking about tonight, the topic. And you know, the first comment, well, what if they was black? What would you think would happen?
I said earlier when I said we got to get out of that fear of we can't stand up.
You know, and I'm saying to myself, like, yo, like if we only worrying about coming together, and I'm not saying we march down the street with guns, but I'm just saying we come together and unify for something as a community, and stop living in the fear, in the shadows, and complaining behind the scenes about how things aren't fair for us as a community. Things will continue to be unfair for you as a community if you don't get up and speak up and say something. You know, I have always been a vocal individual. I have always been a person that spoke my mind. So I guess for me, it's easy. But as long as we continue to think with that mindset, and my mom's a strong black woman, love her. But we have to get out of that mindset, because if I could die to free, and not even free, but I could die to see that my people, you know, can better the situation in our communities and where we're going, I gladly do it, because if that gives my kids a better footing than me, because we all work and bust our butt and come home tired for our kids, our families, our loved ones.
Our loved ones, right?
So at the end of the day, if we're not going to stand up and speak up for something, we're going to continue to fall for everything. Everything.
And that's a fact. So with that being said, what I would like to say to y'all, the Kane and Reloaded Show fam, hey man, pay attention to what's going on. Make sure you keep your family and loved ones safe. Make sure you inform them if they're not informed on what's really going on. Get out here and get you some real information so you can really protect yourself, so you can really stand up to these situations. If you watched the last video, what we talked about, if you didn't, go back and check it out. It's a great video about us as a people, you know, us as a community, and being worth something. And that's what we all need to do. We all need to be worth something, and we all need to let that we're just not just another robot in the cog system. You know, we actually are people, and we need to stand up and be that. Like I said before, don't look at the Michigan protests like DJ Reloaded say, like, oh, them some crazy people. We need to be standing up too. Everybody need to be behind them people, because they're looking at the bigger agenda for the community. Listen to what they talking about.
Facts.
DJ Reloaded, you got something you want to tell the people before we sign out of here?
Yeah, man. Hey, man, you know, just listen to that Savage remix, and Beyonce killed it. She said, you don't understand her struggle, but you ain't got to jump up in them jeans.
Hold on, B.
Hey. Yeah.
Jump up in them things. With that being said, we need y'all to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever we go live. Make sure you hit that share. Tell your friends and family about us. Help the Kane and Reloaded Show grow and keep continuing to put out this dope information. Keep informing you. Keep being able to have a good conversation with our peoples. So Make sure y'all do that. Make sure y'all share us. Make sure y'all subscribe, and make sure y'all like the channel. That being said, this has been your boy 305 Kane.
And it's your boy DJ Reloaded.
Peace and love, family.
Peace and love.